All right, man. Next topic on the docket, man. This is what I don't like, bro. Why everybody gotta act like LeBron got a bag, bro? He don't got a bag, bro. It's cool. The nigga score a lot of points, bro. It's cool. But the nigga is Derrick Henry of the NBA, bro. We ain't gotta act like he got a Kobe Bryant or a Michael Jordan or a Kevin Durant or a fucking Tracy McGrady bag. The nigga score how he scored. But niggas always get upset in LeBron sexuals and all you other guys. Oh, LeBron got a bag. How he don't got a bag? He the all-time leading scorer. And every time a nigga don't agree with him not having a bag, people got a problem with it. He don't have a bag, bro. He has a bag for him. You know, he scores going to the rim like Derrick Henry. He ain't doing shit special. Let me tell you what. Let me show you what LeBron do. This is what LeBron do right here. This is LeBron James, y'all. Let me give y'all a demonstration of LeBron. Nigga got two moves. Two moves. Or the nigga fucking driving to the rim. Bro, anybody can hoop like this, bro. Anybody can hoop like this, bro. Anybody can hoop like this, bro. Literally, bro. That nigga be carrying. Like, bro. Now I'm tired and shit. Goddamn. But every time a niggas want to say LeBron ain't got a bag, niggas got to complain. Bro, it's okay, bro. It's okay. And Austin Rivers is the new target of the Bron sexuals. This is what he had to say. LeBron is number one in scoring. That don't make you the best. But his game doesn't match the prototypical scorer. It's also not sexy. LeBron's game is built on force, sheer will, dedication, his mind, his IQ, the way he's able to dissect and control the game, and power above anything else. Exactly. Bro, lowering your shoulder don't mean you have a bag, bro. Lowering your shoulder is not a bag. Okay? I'm sorry. It's crazy that he's going to retire as the best jump shooter he ever been. Yes, he has got better in recent years. For instance, LeBron has scored more points than Kevin Durant, but Kevin can score in a much bigger variety of ways than LeBron. And that's what makes Kevin Durant and LeBron James totally different players, but I think on the same level. Because if you think about it, LeBron can only score with the ball in his hands and maybe coming off cuts and shit like that. Not really that good of a spot up shooter. He's a good rhythm shooter. But Kevin Durant, you pop him on the team, he could score the same way as LeBron scored, literally. Probably not as efficiently going to the rim downhill, but everywhere else he could score just as efficiently as KD. I mean, as LeBron James. But he also is able to play off of a primary ball handler and come off picks and screens and flares, elevators, fucking down screens, mid post, jump shots, all this stuff, fadeaways, ISO. Like KD is a better scorer in different ways. That's why he can fit in different systems and not change the level of play of other players. If Kevin Durant played with D Wade and Chris Bosh, they would have been the same players. Chris Bosh would have still looked like the same player that he was in Toronto, and D Wade would have looked like the same player he was in Miami. Kyrie would have still looked like the same player he was. Kevin Love would have still been able to play in the post because KD can fill in other areas and score from other areas. That's why players never really lose anything when they play with Kevin Durant. They actually get more efficient. Kyrie had his first 50, 40, 90 season ever playing with KD, not LeBron James. You can argue with a wall, but it's just the truth. Austin Rivers says LeBron doesn't have half the bag of Kevin. He doesn't. But half the bag of Kevin Durant is still a lot. It's still a lot. The nigga scored the most points in NBA history, so it's still a lot, but it's just not as diverse and as fitting into every system. That's why he only can play one way. I would say Kevin, Carmelo, James Harden, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Allen Iverson are the best scorers I ever seen. I don't agree with Allen Iverson. No, that's where you lose me at. Allen Iverson, you want to talk about LeBron scoring on sheer will and ability? That's what Allen Iverson did. Nigga threw his body all across the court, threw his body at the rim, going to the rim fast. That's like he's literally the the bite-sized version of LeBron. If you ask me, sheer will is Allen Iverson. Also, I'm not taking James Harden over LeBron as a scorer. James Harden, when he was scoring in his prime, he was just putting up a lot of shots. Like If LeBron was doing the exact same thing that James Harden was doing, step back threes and driving to the basket, he would be more efficient than him. James Harden didn't really have a mid range like that. In OKC, his first stint when he was a role player, he had a little mid range, but not. I'm not giving James Harden or Allen Iverson. The rest of the niggas, Carmelo, Kevin, Kobe, Mike, yes. And it's okay to say that, bronsexuals. It's okay to say that, bro. It's cool. I know y'all just gonna go to this. Oh, Austin Rivers just mad that LeBron did this to him.
Teaching a lesson.
Look at this.
101.95. That was right in front of Dad right there.
How Austin Rivers go talk? LeBron ain't got no bad. Look at this nigga. LeBron making this nigga nay-nay. LeBron making this nigga hit the nay-nay. You talk about LeBron ain't got no bag. LeBron going right past you. What you mean LeBron ain't got no bag? Austin Rivers should be the last person saying anything about LeBron. Look at this. He just crossed the fuck out of you. And then what did he do? Put his shoulder down. Prove Austin Rivers' point. You put your shoulder down. He was still in front of you after that weak-ass crossover. He was still in front of you after this weak-ass crossover. What you do? Put your shoulder down. You proving his point. You proving his point. And then we know Austin Rivers, you know, he's scared of LeBron, but that don't mean he not gonna tell the truth. LeBron almost put heads on this boy. LeBron almost put heads on this boy. You know my dad, a coach. Don't hit me, LeBron. That was a mistake. LeBron almost turned around and slapped 5 from Austin Rivers. Boy, you lucky. You lucky. Let me go win this bubble championship, though. You know, I got to make sure I win this bubble championship. Yeah, I got to make sure, you know, close y'all out because I almost smacked 5 from you. Then we get to Jeff Teague and the crew. They had something to say about this topic, and I had to bring this to attention because just because niggas play in the league, that don't mean they know what they talk about, bro. Like, just Jeff Teague is the reason that niggas in the NBA are losing their credibility, bro. Niggas like him, Kendrick Perkins, all these niggas who just be on TV talking nonsense make the NBA like look like y'all niggas are just good at basketball, bro. Y'all don't really know basketball, and it shows. Let's listen to this clip.
They're talking about scoring in the NBA. Let's see it.
Offensively, he hasn't needed it. He's been a freight train his whole entire career. Then you can score a lot of points. Does that make you the best scorer of all time? I don't
No, it doesn't.
agree with that. No.
Yeah. What will LeBron and Kevin have over, let's say, Kobe and MJ was the efficiency part of it? I saw a stat that Kevin hasn't let his team
Efficiency sometimes be overrated, so I ain't with
Problem with that is
too much.
The
Sometimes
evolution of the game has really brought up the importance of analytics and percentages. Not to say they didn't matter before, but they just didn't as much. All right. Our whole game now is predicated off numbers. Whereas before, it was
Exactly. The whole game nowadays feel like it's predicated off of just numbers. And it's not even numbers that counts. Like I could get some efficiency. I can get some analytics, like analytics of field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. All that stuff throughout eras, you can compare it to people in your era. Then you can see how far of a standard deviation you are from the mean. That's some statistic shit. You know, I'm a math person, but you see what the average is, and you see how far you are from league average, and that tells you in your era. You can't just use any statistics and then try to compare it to player, era to era. Now, if a player is fucking smashing the average, that's different. That tells you that that player could play in any era and still be efficient. Like some of these other fucking analytics that people like to use, like PER, Raptor, and value above replacement, VORP, box plus minus, all that shit is made up shit by niggas who never hooped, who never been on the basketball court, and never knows how it feels to have a big man behind you. So that makes you a better defender. Or having 3-point shooters around you, so that makes you able to get to your mid range and get to your spots better. Or having no spacing, and now your efficiency goes down because the paint is clawed. Now I got to shoot more mid range jumpers because I have no spacing. Or how it feels when you're in the post and you're backing somebody down and they got a big man waiting for you at the rim. All of that stuff factors into basketball. There's no perfect situation where everybody's under the same circumstances where you can say, oh, this player is better. Put them on the same team, the same level of talent here and here. And then some players play different positions. So you don't need the same things from other players from other positions. Oh, I have a center. I can't compare a center to a point guard. You got to compare them relatively to their position and how far they are away, and then that could tell you, oh, who's better, who's worth more. You can't just say this player, this player. You can say, oh, Steph Curry averaged more assists than Shaq, so he better than Shaq. Shaq ain't a better playmaker than Steph Curry. He don't have to be. He don't have to be. His job was to put the ball in the basket and block shots and rebound. That's why they say, that's why I don't get it with players like Kevin Durant or Tracy McGrady. They'll be like, oh, rim pressure. He don't have enough rim pressure. That's not his position on the team. He's not the rim pressure person. He's supposed to be the person scoring. He's not the playmaker person. He's supposed to be the person scoring off the playmaker. So you start comparing assists to assists and rebounds to rebounds and errors to errors and points to points. It don't make sense. Just keep it at a base level and then use your eye test to evaluate player by player. That's what I do. I don't like how some circles of NBA and NBA YouTube and NBA Twitter just, what's the numbers? He's better. Because if we doing that, it's a lot of shit that need to get changed up.
That's the thing. People didn't care that Iverson would have 30 on 30 shots. They're like, man, Iverson was dominant tonight.
Exactly.
Now, if you do that, you get crucified for it. They'd be like, man.
If that type of basketball didn't work, Allen Iverson had 30 on 30 shots. How you get all the way to the finals doing it? Because in that era, being a relentless scorer, putting pressure on the defense helped the rest of his team. You don't know how it feels to be on the opposite team of a guy like Allen Iverson, where you know he's going to score. That put pressure on you. On the other end, you have to make sure you score. That put pressure on your best defender. He's getting in foul trouble because Allen Iverson is going and going and going and going and coming and coming and coming and coming. No, did he? And you got to find a way to match that. That's the dynamics on the basketball court that you can only feel if you actually play basketball. And I'm not even saying you have to play at a high level. You just got to play long enough to get the experience to know what is actually going on. But let's keep listening to the clip.
Okay. Couple of valid points in there. How y'all feel about that?
He's
If I
100%.
score the most points, I'm the best scorer.
He's 100%.
If I score the most points, I'm the best scorer. You thought you was cool as fuck when you said that. He thought he was cool as fuck when he said that. Listen to him.
How y'all feel about that?
He's
If I score the
100%.
most points, I'm the best scorer.
So whoever scores the most points is the best scorer, right? Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are all better scorers than Michael Jordan. By that logic, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are all better than Michael Jordan because you scored the most points. Does that make any sense? John Stockton is a better passer than Rondo. He's a better passer than Magic Johnson. He's a better passer than Chris Paul. He's a better passer than Steve Nash. He's a better passer than LeBron because he has the most assists. We don't do that with any other statistic. Any other statistic. All the niggas in the fucking 60s, 70s, and 80s had all the rebounds. Elgin Baylor, Bill Russell, and all these niggas. So they automatically get to be the best rebounders of all time because they have the most rebounds, right? Even though we go look back at the pace and see how many shots they was missing and the field goal percentage was drastically low in that era, so they was able to get more rebounds. They was bigger than half the people in the league. It was only 8 teams. So it was less travel because it was only 8 teams. You only traveling from this city to this city between 8 cities. You're not traveling from all different points of the fucking country. All that has to be taken into account, but no. Buddy right here think he's so scored the most points on the best scorer. I scored the more points on the best scorer. What?
He's 100% accurate though, because we didn't care how many shots Iverson took or Kobe or whoever it was. They shot 40 shots but had 45 points.
Yeah, we celebrated that.
It was the moments. So if they did that in the fourth quarter,
Exactly.
they got hot in the fourth and they won the game, that's what we remembered. We didn't care that they missed their first 15 shots.
And moments is the reason. Moments prove a lot. I know a lot of people like say, oh, you just reminiscing and all this other shit, but moments prove a lot because you get to moments because if somebody puts the ball in your hands and you can shoot a 3 and you can make a mid-range shot and you can do a 1-2 dribble pull-up and you can drive to the rim and you can post up, you're able to have more chances at moments because you don't need the ball in a specific area every time you catch the ball to score. Players like Giannis and players like Shaquille O'Neal and players like Dwight Howard and all these other niggas, they need to ball in a specific position. Even Tim Duncan, they need to ball in a specific position to start their scoring motion or whatever move they want to do. Kobe, Michael Jordan, Carmelo, KD, Kyrie, these type of guys, just give them the ball. Half court, full court, mid-range post, off a screen, off a flare. They're going to get a bucket. And they're going to be comfortable in whatever position they start to get the bucket. So you allow yourself more chances at the moment. And that's where diversity of scoring comes in when people talk about who are the best scorers of all time.
It was what they did in the clutch, and that's what made them special to us. But as far as the NBA and scoring, I think Kevin Durant's one of the most skilled players and skilled scorers, but that'll make him the best scorer. Yeah. I think if I can get the basket just as efficient as you, but however I do it, I'm the best scorer. And
that's just factually wrong. Listen to him again.
It's one of the most skilled players and skilled scorers, but that'll make him the best scorer. Yeah. I think if I can get the basket just as efficient as you, but however I do it, I'm the best scorer. And LeBron scores just as many points as anybody.
Yeah, people.
Jeff Teague, you're an NBA player. You shouldn't be saying dumb shit like this. Now you got to get fact checked. Now I got to fact check you. I love Club 520 podcast. Now I got to fact check you, Jeff Teague. Jeff Teague, I got to fact check it because I hate to do it to you, my boy. Let's get to the facts, okay? Let's see the facts of it. We're just going to start off with basic stats. You know, not super analytic dumb shit like this. This is what I be talking about with the dumb shit. PER, 3-point AR, that's cool. All this is good. But this is what I'm talking about. Offensive win shares, defensive win shares, win share per 48, offensive plus my. Like, what are you putting in that fucking program or that fucking stats to just make you give niggas whatever these numbers is? This for nerds who don't know basketball. All this shit right here is for nerds who don't know basketball and don't know what they're watching. I'm just going to give a stat and then I'm just going to prove you wrong. No, that's not how that works. Tell me what's actually going on the court. But let's get back to it. I don't want to get lost in my train of thought. All right, let's just be simple with it. LeBron James, 27.0 career points per game. Kevin Durant, 27.2 points per game. Okay, it's relatively close, right? Kevin Durant scores a little bit more. LeBron, career field goal percentage, not for career field goal percentage, 506. KD, career field goal percentage, 502. LeBron shoots more than Kevin Durant, 19.6 shots per game for LeBron James. KD, 18.7. So Kevin Durant scores more points and takes less shots on average than LeBron James for their career, right? For their career. So how is LeBron James a better scorer than Kevin Durant? KD takes less shots and scores more points. Then field goal percentage is not really a true indicator of efficiency. True shooting percentage is. True shooting percentage is not an advanced analytic, even though it's going to show up in advance and it makes me look dumb, but it's really not. So we go to true shooting percentage. It just weighs out the field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. Weighs it as a shot. That's it. That's easy to account for, and that's easy for the average person to follow. Okay, true shooting percentage for career, Kevin Durant, 62%. 62% true shooting percentage. LeBron James, true shooting percentage, 59%. 59% true shooting percentage for LeBron James. There we go. 59% true shooting percentage for LeBron James. So Kevin Durant, efficiency is better. He takes less shots and he scored more points. How are you a better scorer than Kevin Durant? I know a lot of people going to say, oh my God, you counted LeBron's whole career 20 years. This is LeBron's whole career 20 years. All his bad years too, which he don't really have that many bad years. LeBron, GOAT conversation. He don't have that many bad years. But let's take when they start really getting into their scoring bad. LeBron start his second year, 20 years old, 27 a game. We're going to start there until about, let's go all the way to shit. I don't want to take no bad stuff from him, but he's scoring 28 up until this point. I don't want to leave out some good shit for him. So we're going to go all the way here. 28.9 points per game. So this is like his scoring peak, even with when his 3-point percentage get better and everything else. 20 to 38. 20 to 38. 27.6 points per game. 27.6 points per game and 19.8 shots per game. LeBron James. Let's do that with Kevin Durant. We took LeBron from 20 to 38. Let's get Kevin Durant. Let's just get the whole Kevin Durant. Actually, that's the wrong area. Let's get Kevin Durant whole shit. Since we took all LeBron to 38, let's get Kevin Durant from 20 up to now. We take it out of their rookie year. And I took out LeBron back years. Kevin Durant, 27.8. LeBron, 27.6. He's still 0.2 ahead of him. But 18.8 shots per game. LeBron, 19.8 shots per game. He took one more shot than Kevin Durant and still averaged less. 507 field goal percentage. 510 field goal percentage. Effective field goal percentage, 55-1. LeBron, KD, effective field goal percentage, 56-1. More efficient. Even in the advanced stuff, advanced true shooting percentage. Kevin Durant, what's his true shooting percentage in his stretch? 62.7. LeBron James, what's his true shooting percentage in that stretch of his scoring dominance? 20 to what? What we said, 38 when he was still scoring 9 points a game? There we go. Come on, load up. Don't embarrass me. Don't be embarrassing me while I'm making videos. 20 to 38. There we go. Let me get this out the way. Right here. True shooting percentage for LeBron during his stretch, 59.3. So who's really the better scorer? Like I said, it never makes sense for these guys to be saying dumb shit like this. Just because you scored the most points don't make you the best scorer. It doesn't. LeBron, it's okay to say LeBron ain't got that big of a bag. Kareem didn't either. The niggas had the most points before LeBron. That nigga bag was a sky hook. A sky hook and running the floor. LeBron bag running to the rim, nigga. Straight fullback Derrick Henry, nigga. It's okay. You still scored the most points ever. But that don't make you the best scorer. When I think about best scorer, I think about the guy, I could give you the ball anywhere on the court and you can relatively get a shot off that you like. If I can give you the ball and you can get a shot off that you like, that you feel comfortable making from anywhere on the court, I feel like that's the best player on the court. Kobe Bryant, if I tunnel him all the way to the rim and there's a rim protector there, I think he can finish over a single guy there. Same thing with KD. Same thing with LeBron James. But what about if they pack in the paint? I think Kobe Bryant can still get a bucket. I think Michael Jordan can still get a bucket. I think KD can still get a bucket if they pack in the paint and you can't get to the rim. LeBron, questionable. Unless he's doing a step back three on a big man. A lot of perimeter guys can guard him out there. That's why he tried to get a lot of switches with small guards who can't defend his shot at the top or big man who too slow-footed. If they force you into the mid-range area and if they clog the paint and force you into the mid-range area, Kobe, KD, Melo, Michael Jordan can still get a bucket. Can LeBron? Not really. Not really. And that's what we get to scoring. Who's the most diverse scorer? You ain't got to be the most diverse. And I don't really just go off of straight who the most diverse, because then you can say, oh, does that mean Kyrie is a better scorer than LeBron? Debatable. It's not only how diverse you are, it's also can you get them bitches up? Kobe, MJ, KD, even LeBron, they can get them bitches up. And how does it look on all levels? Can you still score in the playoffs when people are planning for you for a whole series? Yes, they all can. Can you still score a lot when you don't have a playmaker for you? Yes, they all can. Does it still look good in the biggest moments? Yes, LeBron shit still look good in the biggest moments. He still can score in the biggest moments. So yes, it looks good there too. You got to be able to do all that. The playoff scoring, the high leverage moment scoring, the moment scoring, all of them can do that. That's why they're in this category. I'm not just going off who's the most diverse. Diversity is a lot of it. Efficiency is a lot of it. But also how you impacting the game as a scorer. Like, how does defenses shift on you as a scorer? Kevin Durant, I seen Boston put 3 niggas on him. They knew he was the only scorer. Kyrie Irving, in that fucking playoff series against Boston, they let Kyrie play one-on-one. They put Kevin Durant in fucking triple teams because they knew that's their only chance. They wasn't going to get dead the way Milwaukee got dead where Milwaukee played 1v1 with Kevin Durant, and he almost beat them if his foot wasn't on the line. They knew exactly how to beat them. Double this nigga Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, this nigga, and Ramadan, he barely got energy. Let him play one-on-one. Kevin Durant, you're not beating us. Kobe Bryant, they sending triples at him. Michael Jordan, the niggas is pulling them out of the sky. We saw finals with San Antonio letting LeBron shoot. We saw finals with the Golden State Warriors. They let Iguodala play one-on-one most of the time with help on the backside a little bit. Ain't nobody really doubling LeBron. Also because he's a good passer. He's a great passer. He's a good passer. You know, he's a good passer. So he's good at doing it out of the double teams. But you'll let LeBron, if LeBron kill you with jump shots in mid-range, we'll let that happen. You're not letting that happen with Kobe or fucking KD or Melo or fucking Michael Jordan. They could kill you in all different ways. Ain't nothing on the court where a player just like, we're going to let Jordan shoot that. We're going to let KD shoot that. We're going to let Kobe shoot that. They do that with LeBron. Oh, if he going to beat us with that, he going to beat us with that. If he going to beat us on mid-range shots and turnaround jumpers, let him beat us. KD and Kobe, they know you could get beat playing nigga like that. If you give them anything, you could get beat that way. And that's what I mean with the scoring shit. So Jeff Teague and all the LeBron sexuals, it's okay that LeBron ain't got a bag. It ain't stopping from scoring. And it's not a slight. The nigga's still top 5 player of all time without a bag. So that's more fuel to y'all fire to make his GOAT case. That's more fuel to y'all. My hoodie look crazy. That's more fuel to y'all fire to make his GOAT case. But to me, and to a lot of players, and to a lot of other people, we don't see a bag. We just see a guy who's very dominant at the thing he's dominant at. All right, end of that. Let's go to the next topic.